In this video, you'll learn how to get started with ideCAD Structural from the moment you launch the software. We'll walk you through creating a new project, setting up design codes, and customizing your workspace. You'll discover how to use the ribbon menu, model concrete and steel structures, modify elements, assign loads, and manage layers. We'll also cover how to analyze and design your structure, inspect it for code compliance, generate detailed reports, and produce construction-ready drawings. By the end of this video, you'll be ready to model, analyze, design, and document an entire building using ideCAD Structural, all within an integrated building information modeling workflow. When the program starts, the first screen you will see is the home page. On the home page, you can create a new project by clicking the New Project command. You can open a previously saved project by using the Open Project command. You can also access the ideCAD Help Center. To check for updates, use the Update command. When you click the New Project command, a new window will appear. To start a new project, click Start using New Project Wizard to follow the guided setup. Or, choose Start using Last Settings to begin with the settings from your previous project. The first window is called the Country and General window. Here, you can select the country where your model will be designed. Choose the measurement units from the Units section. And set the background color of the program interface. Next, the Codes to Use window will appear. In this window, you can select the Seismic Design Code, the Structural Steel and Connection Design Code, the Reinforced Concrete Design Code, the Load Code, the Wind Code, and the Load Combination Code. Then, you will see the Steel Properties window. In this window, you can choose the bolt and fastener type, the bolt and fastener grade, the rebar grade, and the steel section types. When everything is set, click the Finish button. The setup will close, and the program will start. The program opens with a ribbon menu interface. In this ribbon menu, the tabs are divided into Concrete, Steel, Connection, Objects, Modify, Tools, Settings, View, Analysis and Design, Structural Inspection, Reports, and Drawings. On the left side of the program interface, you will see the structure tree. All structural static elements are listed here, following a tree structure hierarchy. You can also change the static material directly from the structure tree. To access help, press the F1 key on your keyboard. This will open the help page in your internet browser. Whichever command you are using, pressing F1 will show help related to that specific command. For example, if you press the F1 key after clicking the column command, it will take you to the Creating a Column help page. Each tab in the ribbon menu is divided into sections, and each section contains icons for related tools. In the Concrete tab, you can find sections for Project Settings, Axis, Wall, Concrete, Foundation, Scaffolding, Design, Reports, Drawings, Structural Inspection, and Analysis. Structural elements are created according to the construction sequence, or in the same order that an engineer would follow in a real project. The Steel and Connection tabs are used for steel structure design. These tabs are part of the steel structure training content. In the Objects tab, you can perform pool calculations using the Pool macro. You can also model architectural roofs and define terrain surfaces from this section. In the Modify section, after modeling structural elements, you can directly edit their object properties, or access the same menu by right-clicking the object. For columns, features include short column selection, changing column dimensions, and trimming column shapes. The Modify section also applies to beams, foundations, slabs, and stairs. These object editing tools are available in the ribbon menu. Labeling tools such as Label Entities and Auto-Label Entities are also available. After modeling is complete, you can automatically assign labels using the Auto-Label Entities command. There is also a shortcut to this in the vertical toolbar on the left. From here, you can quickly access the automatic labeling options. From this section, you can also show or hide layers, lock or unlock a layer, and change entity layers. To assign slope to a slab, use the incline object command. In the Add Load section, you can assign soil load, hydrostatic load to shear walls, or define point vertical loads, uniform loads, trapezoidal loads, or horizontal and vertical loads to walls. There are also options to transform objects. For example, from beam to shear wall, or from shear wall to column. In the Tools section, the first command is Story Copy. This command is also available in the Concrete tab. The Make Compatible with Structural icon is used in building information modeling. A project created in ideCAD architecture can be opened directly in the Structural program. When you open the architectural project file, click Make Compatible with Structural to begin static modeling in the Structural program. Other commands include Rotate Building, Check Geometry, and Find and Replace. If there is a problem in the structure or reports, you can find beam or column names using the Find and Replace tool. You can measure the distance between 2 points using the Distance command. This command also exists in the vertical toolbar on the left. If you receive a drawing from an architect, and you know which layers contain the columns and axes, you can use the Entity from Primitives command. This lets you quickly define axes and columns based on layer data. With the Render command, you can create high-quality visual images by rendering your project. Import and export options are also available. Regarding imports, the program allows importing DWG and DXF files, both in 2D and structural formats. If your model was created in another software and saved as IFC, you can import it using the IFC import command. As for exports, you can export your project as S2P, PDF, DWG, or DXF, IFC files. You can also export solid models for 3D printing in OBJ format. Additionally, data tables can be exported to Excel. In the Settings tab, there are Project Settings, Settings, and Unit sections. You can adjust all program settings from the Preferences section. In the Preferences, under the General line, you can change the color of the selected element, the background color, and the top and bottom colors on the perspective screen. You can also set the autosave option here. This helps prevent data loss in case of a power outage or unexpected shutdown. You also have the option called Use Ribbon Menu. Since we opened the program using the ribbon menu, it appears this way by default. But if you want to switch to the classic menu, you can deactivate this option, click OK, and restart the program. In the Snaps and Nodes section, you can choose to show the nodes of elements, adjust the radius of the nodes, set their color, and the color when selected. In Snap Settings, you can activate features such as Snap to Grid, Snap to Nodes, and Snap to Grid as nodes. In the Grid Axis section, you can see that the default spacing between grid lines is 200 cm to 200 cm on the plan view. You can change the X, Y, and Z spacing of the grid lines here. Polar tracking can be turned on or off using the F3 key. This allows you to model with defined angle increments. When it's active, you can create angled lines that follow a specific interval, appearing step by step with your mouse movements. There are keyboard shortcuts for commands in the Alias editor. You can customize and edit these shortcuts as you wish. In the Pen and Color settings, the drawing thickness of elements is determined by their color. You can set different pen thicknesses by defining custom color settings. This affects how elements will appear in your drawings. Transparent story settings let you control visibility between stories. You can choose to show or hide architectural objects and static elements from the upper stories. In the Viewport Configuration section, you can select which view types appear in the perspective screen and adjust various display settings. In the Input Unit section, you can change the units and define how many digits will be shown. In the Design Unit section, you can set units for force, mass, reinforcement, deformation, and length used throughout the program. We already talked about the project information. You can configure it again here, or access it through the ribbon menu. At the same time, the Design Parameters menu is also available in the Analysis and Design tab. In the View tab, you can set the perspective view as top, bottom, left, right, front, back, and axonometric. If you want, you can enable multiple screen views from the Settings section under Viewport Configuration. Now, on the right side is the perspective view and on the left side is the plan view. If we wish, we can increase the number of views and change the view locations. After creating our model, We will examine the following tabs: Analysis and Design, Inspection, Reports, and Drawings. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and explore the knowledge base for more tips. See you in the following video.